Great Monday afternoon, great Monday evening. I do apologize. Great Monday evening. It is December the 12th. Can you believe it? It's almost Christmas. My name is Dr. Anissa Short, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Chosen Pen. We have an awesome guest with us today. But before we jump right in and to start talking about who she is and who she be, Dr. Norma, how are you today?
Hello, I'm doing great. Can you believe I'm back with you? What is this, the second time?
Yes, we're on a roll now. That's 2 Mondays in a row.
I'm so excited to be back, although I know when I'm not here that you are in very, very capable hands because Dr. Nissa Short can carry on and talk and expose all of my ideas. She's in my head all the time. So whatever you hear, you know that I am supportive of all the things that she's saying and that Chosen Pen is putting out there.
That only means, Dr. Norma, that I have been trained well, obviously. That must be what that is. Okay. So as you all know, you've been following us for a while. We're going to continue our conversation on literacy. We've been emphasizing more so childhood literacy because we've had a lot of children book authors, but literacy is literacy, whether it be for children and or adults. And our author today is an advocate of both. But before you meet her, let me just remind you that you can find us each and every Monday night here on this platform, and that you can also subscribe to our YouTube page. That's Chosen Pen Publishing. That way you can recap or revisit previous episodes. Everything is going to be cataloged there for your viewing, if not now, if then later. Be sure also to share us with your friends. Share us, like and share. Pass this recording on. Let us know if you know of authors in your general community. We would love to interview them. We would love to connect with them. We would love to partner with them because we're all about everything that falls under literacy, publishing. It all falls in our yard, I guess you could say, in our sphere. And we want to build relationships with others. So it's just not about Chosen Pen publishers. It's about everyone that is passionate about getting the word out, doing their part to improve the literacy, those who are passionate about books, whether reading them or writing them. And then last but certainly not least, I want to remind you that after next Monday, which will be the 19th, we will be with you next Monday. But then after that, we're going to take a sabbatical for the holidays because we all are about family and enjoying the holiday season. So we'll be spending time with our families, and we'll be back with you on the second Monday of January. So we'll have something for you to see, but it won't be us live, unfortunately, because we're going to be hanging out with family. So Lady Norma, Dr. Norma, introduce our special guest because you have known her the longest.
Well, this special guest, or as I say, my sidekick,
that's right,
my ride or die person, is someone who's very dear and near to my heart. Miss Colette Harrell, author, coach, is a person, and we started on this journey together in forgiveness, and you know that is one of my greatest passions. And for some reason, God put us together because that is one of her passions as well. But we have been together for the last, I guess, 3 or 4 years in writing and publishing, in doing conferences, doing retreats, and especially just supporting each other via the phone. We've been in each other's homes. She's from Ohio, so we don't get an opportunity to see face that often, but we do spend much time together. And I can't tell you how much I love and appreciate her and the balance that she helps give to my life.
Oh, that's just amazing. Let me go out now. Let me put my finger out.
Welcome, Miss Colette. Thank you so much for being with us today. I am just Chosen Pen all over myself tonight because we are all family. We're a part of the Chosen Pen family. And for those who don't know,
yes, we are.
Chosen Pen Publishing is based here in North Carolina, but our team expands into many other states. We have representation in the state of Alabama. We have representation in Ohio. We have representation in Maryland. So we're a small company, but we're powerful because we have powerful people connected to us. And Miss Colette is a prime example of that. She is an author. She is gifted. Let's be clear. Miss Colette, we are excited. Tell everybody a little bit about you and your journey into the publishing world.
Well, it's exciting. I've been writing all my life because I love to tell a good story. Anybody who knows me for 5 minutes knows I'm going to tell a story. And so learning how to put that story on paper And then having other people read it, understand it, love it, engage with it became just a heartbeat for me. And so then when you meet like-minded people, I was like, I try to teleport to North Carolina as often as I can because we have so much in common and we have such a heart for God and such a heart for what he wants us to do in the kingdom and in this earth realm, that I really and truly enjoy and love my chosen pen family, especially, of course, who Lady Norma, Dr. Norma. She got so, you know how somebody has done
always had.
they got so many titles. She has so many titles. And so I call her friend, I call her confidant. And so I'm excited. I mean, my newest book, and let me plug it because I would be wrong not to. This is later.
We're coming to later.
Oh,
We definitely got to talk about
later. Okay, we're not doing it now. We're doing it a little later. But but that's my latest book, and I just did something exciting, and turning it into something. And I think we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that, definitely.
So just know that if you want to be a writer, that this is a place for you, that we're here to hold your hand. We're here to pull you through. There's so many people with just fantastic ideas that don't know how to put them on paper. And that's part of my job, is to help you tell your story.
Absolutely.
So, oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm that book coach and that story editor, along with being an author. And I'm about to add one more title that we're going to talk about in a minute.
Don't tell it all. Don't tell it all. Let me
tell you. Just wait a minute. Hold on.
So with Chosen Pen, for those who may be familiar with Chosen Pen and maybe not, maybe this is new to you. Chosen Pen is what I term as a hybrid publishing company. We work with self-publishers, but we take them under our wing and we do what a traditional publisher would do to some extent. We don't maintain royalty relationships, but you pay us to assist you, and we take you from the writing process. We do all the publishing steps. We help you with the development of your cover. We help you with a little bit of marketing. We help you with your press release. We have various packages. We are excited about being able to serve you. And our primary focus is fiction, nonfiction, Christian fiction, nonfiction, self-help genres. We're mostly in there. So we have a lot of people who've written journals, inspirational books. We've written a fiction that has an inspirational message. We'll talk about that at another time. And then just other books that are engaging and entertaining that may have a positive message. We want to do our part to make a difference and to bring, to inspire, to encourage, to uplift people. And those are the types of books that we choose to publish. So if you know someone that just wants, that are looking for a company to partner with, Chosen Pen is the one for you. Coach Colette, I'm going to talk about her coaching hat, okay? So she is a writer, but she was my editing coach. And when I tell you, she will bring things out of you that you didn't even know were in you. She is an excellent, I said she's a beast, and I mean that affectionately. I don't know if you can, when you call someone a beast, I do mean that affectionately.
Oh, I love it. Right.
She was the person for me. I said, bring it. Whatever I need to do, tell me what I need to do. And so I so appreciate not only having a person like Dr. Norma, who is the writing coach, who takes you under her wing and helps you with the development, but then Colette helps you with the developmental side. We have a team of women that handle the formatting, things of that nature. We have an excellent illustrator for children's books. We got it all right here with Chosen Pen. And so Colette is a very integral part of the Chosen Pen family. And then she started writing this book, y'all. Now, Ms. Colette, before we talk about the most recent, give us the titles of your previous books.
My previous books are The Devil Made Me Do It and Tell the Truth the Devil Won't. I'm also in an anthology called She Loves. So, yeah, I mean, I've been out there a minute, but I'm out there even stronger because I'm with like-minded people. And when you're with like-minded people, your plate expands, your territory expands. So I'm excited about all the things that are happening now. I have several works in the works. So I've got some works in progress.
And that, if you have not read The Devil Made You Do It, it is your job as a Christ follower to read it.
That's right.
You have to read it to understand the things that are happening to you in the earthly realm. And that's what I will say. If you read it and you have questions, call, we'll set you up.
That's right.
Conversation, or even if a group of you do, we can already do it in a book club, but whatever, you need to read that, understanding your walk with Christ.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Thank you for the invitation, Dr. Norma. And so as we go there, let's talk about this new book, because we don't have but a little bit of time. Really, we have as much time as we want to give ourselves because we are in charge.
It was now,
let's
but
talk about later.
now it's later.
It's
Now
later.
we can talk about now it's later.
Yeah,
so
later
we can
is
talk about
now.
later.
Thank you.
So tell us about later.
So later is a book that just flew out of me having an operation and being laid up and me saying to myself, what if? And so later is historical, my first historical. It is a science fiction, paranormal, but Christian in its formatting. It is about a family of slaves that go on the run and end up in 2023. So it's something that you really want to take this journey with them. It has a lot of humor in it. Of course, I always want to tell some golden nuggets in terms of how we should be living with each other. And it even has an interracial romance, which is my first. So again, it was a labor of love and I enjoyed it so much. And I think that people who read it will really, really enjoy it. I've got some really positive feedback from people.
This is one thing I want to say about the creativity of this book. Of course, I don't know the full gamut of, I have not read the entire story just yet, but I've started. This is one of the things I think that is so remarkable about what you've done, is because oftentimes in the Christian community, when people write books, they feel like some people, the average person would not be drawn to them because what they don't want is a sermon or a sermonette.
Right.
We don't need a Bible study. I mean, we do, but that's not what we're looking for when we're looking for reading, casual reading, recreational reading, and that type of thing. You've done a beautiful job, even with The Devil Made Me Do It, and even this one of narrating a story that shares the gospel without sharing the gospel.
Yeah.
And so when you think about ministry being a responsibility that we're to take outside of the four walls of the church, we've got to have tools, techniques, strategies to bring people in, that we got to be wise as serpents and gentle as doves. Your book does a great job of marrying all of that. It's getting the word out, is sharing the nuggets and the principles that are taught in the Bible without beating someone over the head with the Bible. You follow me? So I believe that this book, much like your other, will be attractive to just the common everyday person who may not even profess Christ or any religious following. Would you agree with that, Dr. Norma?
Yes, definitely. And that's one of the reasons why I push the other one so hard, and in this one as well, because I'm not a proponent of beating people over the head with the gospel.
That's right.
If you can't see God or Christ within me by my walk, then I don't need to be walking around with crosses on, thank you, Jesus, every few minutes and all that. But this book also gives you the opportunity to see what a Christ-like life would be.
It's like,
and it's not all of these things that we see that turn a lot of the people off. And we know our basic job is to have people enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right. And if this book helps anyone at all do that, then we have done our job. So that's why you hear me talking about them so much.
The juice.
I'm sorry, I was just going to say, and in every book I've done has some woven plot line that deals with forgiveness. And this one deals with us forgiving in a sense of racial equality and us forgiving those who have done so much against us. Here are these slaves that end up in today, and just them looking around and seeing, hey, there's some things we've done wrong, and then there's some things that we've absolutely done right. And
that's why you have to go to Africa and say that on that stage.
Oh, I cannot wait. Okay,
that's
so
true.
Okay, so let me wind.
Okay, God is heard.
Okay,
that's excellent.
Don't let the way.
It's going to happen. I think that if we look at the example, and that this is not to get too preachy, but even in the example that we see in the Gospels, when they make reference to the life of Christ, he used parables and stories to communicate the message. So where do we lose that? And I know that our gift of being able to communicate parables and stories can be an extension of what the body of Christ is supposed to be doing anyway. Miss Colette, you are so gifted, no doubt about it. You are gifted in this. So gifted. So your books later became a bestseller. Am I correct? Amazon bestseller.
Well, it definitely went, and it also the day that it came out, it was like number one.
Number one. I think it went international as well. Okay, so
international as well.
I think so.
That's the way we do it over here at Chosen Pen. I'm just saying. Our books gonna bestseller. Now, not only did it become a bestseller and hit number one and become international bestseller, let's talk about what else is happening with this book. Come on, Miss Colette. Don't hold back now. Go ahead and tell us.
Well, I'm very, very excited to say that earlier today, I graduated from John Alexander's Master Screenplay screenwriting class, and I am now a screenwriter.
Wow.
So I have taken later as my first project and turned it into a screenplay. So I am looking for it to be made into a movie. So if you're out there listening and you're a producer, hit me up. But we're trusting God. It'll start going out into the community of those who can buy it and pick it up and option it. So I'm excited. It'll start going out tomorrow to different producers. And I've done a pitch deck and all the things that I didn't know what it meant 2 months ago, but have now completed class. So I'm really excited about that because everybody wants to see what they do in real time in screen. And so being able to do it myself, not waiting on someone else to decide to do it for me, I just took that bull by the reins and decided, hey, I can do this. And so it's another skill set, and I'm real excited about it.
We are excited for you. Congratulations.
Because I've been preaching it to her for how long?
Yes.
Ever since the first book I read, people have got to see this, and we've got to get it on TV. Because we know that and I always say that our job is not in the pulpit. The preacher's job is in the pulpit. We got to come outside of the church. Going to church on Sunday, sitting there only helps us. It does not help us do the Great Commission that God has challenged us.
Good. Absolutely. It's one of those mountains that we're supposed to be ruling and reigning in.
Yes,
dominion. Right. That's excellent. Miss Colette, this is not really, I guess completing the class and becoming a screenwriter is new to you, but writing is not, because you were once upon a time very engaged in writing stage plays. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. I had a production company called Kojak Production, and we've done several plays all over Ohio, and we have really been successful at the time in doing them where we had hundreds of people show up to see them, 600-700 people show up, and they were really, really successful. And it just gave me even more of an opportunity because I did the plays before I did my first book. So it really gave me the opportunity to get a platform to say, hey, if I can write this 2-hour play with a partner, I can certainly start writing the book. So, every member supplies, right? So everything that we do is built on what we've already given. God does not take us down a lane we won't use later, even if we don't use it now. That's the part again for the book later.
Yes, that's it.
So in reality, plays, movies, books, and even learning how to do things like creating just content for marketing. When you're a writer, the doors can open to just so many different avenues for you. And so I'm really appreciative of being in a family that's like-minded.
Yeah,
I can't say it enough to get by people shoulder to shoulder that's like-minded.
Right.
Because he'll send you people to be able to promote you, to be able to sustain you, right? And so that's what we want. If you can't hold your hands up, he'll send somebody to help hold that arm up. We know
that is so good.
All right. Everybody has had their own errand. Like Miss mine.
That's right.
I do the very best that I can. So listen, so for those that are watching, this is, you just tapped into this conversation of the chosen pen, members of the chosen pen family is basically what it amounts to. And so I hope we are in our sharing, communicating, or you're able to, you're able to what is the word I'm looking for? You can see with yourself, you can see and feel the family bond, but you also can hear a little bit about what we have to offer as a publishing company. Small but mighty. God does not count numbers, but he does make numbers count. And so the gifts that are a part of the chosen pen family can make a significant difference. We have a Melrose Harrell on here that says, hello, ladies. And then they posted literary champion. Absolutely. That's exactly what Miss Colette is. That's exactly what Dr. Norma is. That's exactly what Chosen Pen Publishing is. We choose to be literary champions because of who we are and whose we are. Miss Colette, how do we purchase your books? Now, are you strictly Amazon, or do you have other vehicles by which people can secure all of your good stuff?
Well, I'm on Amazon. I'm in Barnes and Noble. I'm in Kobo, because not only is the book on ebook, but it is also on audio.
Yeah.
So you can get it through audio. I am in some libraries. So again, it's just Google me, and it's probably someplace near you. And if it's not, I'm at ColetteHarrell.com. Hit me up. I'll be glad to send you an autographed copy, or you can go on Amazon and get it.
Good. ColetteHarrell.com.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me go ahead and make sure our viewers, now we have some, Lady Norma, any questions that you want to pose or anything you want to share that everyone would need to know about our phenomenal guest, or anything else that we've got coming up Chosen Pen related?
Well, I'm just Chosen Pen related. I would like to say that over the last week or so, we actually, we adopted a school in Africa. And over the last week, we have established a library in the school, and books have been placed there. We've gotten it painted, we've gotten the shelves stained, books are on their way, along with whatever needs to be there. So we're quite excited about that. We plan to, when we go in March, to do a grand opening or big reveal of the library, as well as the computer lab. And the name, I forgot the name of the school that well, but it is a school, a primary school that goes up through the 7th grade. If anyone has any books you would like to donate, please let us know. Yeah. And we will get them there. We're trying to get 1,000 books there between now and March for that level of class and that level of students. But we're really, really excited about what God is doing through us for the children in Africa.
Right. That speaks to the relationships when I mentioned earlier. Thank you, Dr. Norma. I made reference to earlier. We are very we were very committed to the publishers or the authors that publish with Chosen Pen, because although the transactional relationship may end, you're still very much a part of the Chosen Pen family. But even if you have not published with us, we want to partner with other authors and even other publishing companies for the sake of the children in South Africa. So we are, I think, Dr. Norma, correct me if I'm wrong, that we are reestablishing the Chosen Pen Book Club so that people can join. We'll be kicking that off at the first of the year, and you'll hear more about that. So if you are an author or even an aspiring author, if you are a writer or a reader, you can become a part of this book club. And it is through the extension of the book club that we will be supporting even the more various projects that encourage literacy, not just here in the United States, but abroad. As Dr. Norma said, we have a school. We are committed to bringing books from the U.S. into that school. And as an author, you have an open invitation to be a part of that effort. We are excited because in March, we're headed back. I don't know if Miss Colette is coming or not, but I have a feeling that she might, because Dr. Norma is very determined to get people there, that she wants to be there. So who knows what may happen. Miss Colette, we are extremely proud of what you've accomplished. I consider it an honor. I consider it a gift to even know you and to be in your space and to be able to work with you. I'm excited about later. I can very easily see this being the next thing on Amazon Prime, or either, what is the other one? Netflix.
Because
they're looking
and chill, they say.
Yeah, And they are looking
looking
for
for it.
African American authors and
That's right.
they're looking for those types of movies. We know people personally who have written books, and those books have now or will be debuting as a movie. So
That's
why,
right.
if it happened for them, why not us? And so congratulations again, Miss Colette. Lady Norma or Dr. Norma, any final words?
Well, I always have final words. God has given you a gift. If God has given you words, if God has given you anything that you need to share with others, I always say that He did not give them to you for them to die with you.
Right.
He gave them to you to share with others. There's always someone waiting, desperately waiting to read and hear your words, because there are so many people out here now hurting, especially this time of year. We're going through Christmas, and people who are going without are suffering. So if you have anything that you can share with them, if it's only just putting something out there on the internet, some words that you may have, it can always offer comfort to someone. But if you have stories or anything else that you'd like to have, please give us a call. We are here to help you get those words out to the people who God has asked you to give them to. And they're waiting.
That's right.
Thank you, Dr. Norma. Thank you, Dr. Norma. Thank you again, Ms. Colette, for being our special guest.
You are so welcome.
Again on your success and continued success. And to each and every one of you who choose to be with us each Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, we appreciate your support. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. And if you want more information about our special guest, I hope I typed this up correctly. You see the information on the screen. Go to ColetteHarrell.com, and you can go to Amazon and Barnes and Nobles and all these places somewhere close by to find her works and her books. This has been
But let me say before you call her, get your books from her. She needs all of her money.
Okay, so
that's right. That's right.
So she can get all of her money.
That's
okay,
right.
So disregard everything else we said. Just go to ColetteHarrell.com.
That's right.
Let's go to ColetteHarrell.com. Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate your support again and look forward to seeing you again next week. Same time, same place. Have a wonderful Monday night and be blessed.
All right.